Welcome to the Writer's Corner, and in this upcoming series, we'll be going through our recommendations, our shows, movies, and other media like video games, books, and graphic novels, and so much more.
Enjoy the writers discussing our recommendations, and we hope that all of you guys check out these recommendations for yourselves.
Each video we will be discussing a specific genre, and we will be saying live action and animated works.
And we hope you have fun watching and learning some shows that will interest you. Now on to the video. Here are the rules.
We can put both animated and live action stuff together and not its separate things. Same with musicals, cartoons, family movies, foreign movies, and video games.
It has to be the main genre of the movie or show, like if it's shown as an action, then it's under action.
And we can't mention too much of a movie or a show if it's already previously discussed. You can only mention it.
Now on to the video.
Oh,
Open, what's your recommendations, Miss Otherworldly?
okay. Alright, so I'll just go right into it then.
Yeah.
So the first show I wanted to talk about is The Witcher.
Oh yes, The Witcher.
Yeah. And I think, is it in October that the next season is coming out?
The next season. I'm thinking about the new Witcher show, and it's in it's animated for the other Witcher show, which is supposed to be
Really? I don't know.
There's another one who is I forgot his name, but he's basically Geralt's mentor.
Oh, okay.
Before he met Geralt.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, back to the actual the Netflix Witcher show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really liked it. Like, it gave me kind of a Game of Thrones vibe, but it had that. I really like the dry humor of Geralt.
Yeah. I've said this before when talking about Witchers, I would prefer to watch The Witcher than actually go through Game of Thrones, because I know how much of a mess that is, and I'm not that into it. So but Witcher is okay. It's cool. And, yeah. Yeah, I just really like the story. It's much more interesting, and I also love the actor. He did his portrayal of Geralt really well, and I mean that.
I love Geralt.
Yeah,
that goes.
He's not a womanizer, but he sleeps around, so technically he is a womanizer, and it's
he's a huge flirt.
Yeah, he's a hunk. It's and I wouldn't mind.
I mean, he's very attractive. He's very what?
He's very attractive.
Makes sense.
I mean, I agree.
We all agree. Yeah.
It was funny watching it with my parents, because every time it opened in a scene where he's in bed with somebody, my mom would be like, "Oh, is he getting loved up again?"
I tried to watch
any moment where Geralt is shirtless, it's perfect,
Yeah, every time I tried to watch a scene with my mom, she's like, "No, we should watch another show." No.
Because my parents my dad watched the show, and it's a disclosed rule that we don't watch the same show at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because it'll be too awkward for me to watch with my parents.
Yeah.
Especially since they'll try to include my sister. So that's not good. Anyways, yeah. I'm excited for the next season, because I really love the first season. Yeah.
It's really fun.
And I'm not sure if it's going to follow the books exactly either, or deviate, because there are a couple of differences already.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never read the books.
I never read the books either, but I know the video game that came out before the show. Yes. Yeah. I'm not attracted to the Geralt. Yeah. Weirdly enough, I'm not attracted to the video game Geralt, but I'm attracted to the real life Geralt because
of course, because of Henry Civil.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Henry.
He's like
Yeah,
attractive.
it's like that weird
That's why.
it's like the weird transformation. You know, like you know how like in Lord of the Rings, there's what's the elf guy's name?
Oh, Legolas?
Legolas, and then the actor in real life, they're totally different. Like
yeah.
take
Orlando.
away the wig. Yeah,
Yeah,
take away the
mean-
wig, and you're like, what the frick who is this? You're not
Yeah, I
Legolas. You know, it's like
Yeah, that's how I felt. I had a huge crush on Legolas, but this is, I had
Yeah.
a huge
Oh, yeah,
crush
you look
on
at
Legolas when we were when I was little, and then Orlando.
Yeah.
Bloom.
Yeah, like you look at Henry Cavill and he's out of his makeup and he looks completely different.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Anything else we should say about The Witcher?
Well, I really it's been a while, so of course I'm forgetting everybody's name.
Yeah.
but-
yeah, I'm forgetting everyone's
I
name.
remember only
I
the
mean,
main main characters.
Not really.
Yeah, well, what was the name of the witch lady? The
Yennefer?
Oh, her name.
Yennefer's
Yennefer,
yeah.
yeah, I liked her.
Yennefer.
arc.
Yeah, I like
yeah,
her
she's
arc.
interesting.
Yeah, she has an interesting arc. Especially
yeah.
since she became from like horrible beginnings and then she ended up being like this attractive witch. And I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
damn.
pretty interesting.
Yeah. I also like I forgot the prince. It's Siri, I think.
Siri. Oh
Siri.
yeah, her. Yeah.
Siri because I don't know what I'm going in this. I think we're all going like I think most of us are going in this blind for like what Siri's story is after because of
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole like what was the thing again? It was the life like like
I'm trying to
I'll have
remember.
what
Holy crap! It's so
I'll
hard.
have what you have
I
but
need
don't
to
have yet. It's like
Rewatching The Witcher now.
yeah, I know. I don't remember
Mhm.
that scene where it's
You
like
should watch it again because holy
yeah,
crap!
I know. I
like,
need to
we're-
rewatch
we're
it. Yeah, I
forgetting.
need to rewatch the
But
the
together
first
this
season.
time because you
Yeah,
know
'cause, like, I
I
can't
just
do it
realized that it's
alone.
more fun to watch with people than watching things by myself now.
Yeah, it's too bad we
Uh,
didn't. It's too bad The Witcher didn't come out while we were in school because I'm pretty
Oh,
sure we
yeah.
all
Oh,
fangirled
yeah,
about The
that would be
Witcher.
cool. And
It
then
would have
we'd
been
be
fun
watch-
to be talking
We'd be
about
eating
that.
food while we were watching it.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
just like after school stuff, we watched The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I'd be doing is play the Witcher games. I have them on thing. I don't know why I
Yeah.
didn't start it yet. I should.
Yeah,
But it's just that I have so many things. I need to get rid of stuff.
yeah. There's a lot of things that we have to like go through, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anything,
oh,
anything,
yeah.
any good
something
things
about
we
The
can say
Witcher
about
too.
it. The
I mean,
Witcher.
Witcher. Well, the game number 2. I really like this character. His name's called Yordveth, and he's a very angry elf dude. And yeah, and he I forgot. It's just that all I know is that he's really cool. That's
It's
all I have
really
to say.
cool.
He's really cool, and what was it? All these years I've been trying to play The Witcher 2, but I didn't have a strong enough computer to play it.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things about it. It's like, oh yes, yeah,
At
really,
the time,
like,
but I think hopefully this game can like withstand it. Maybe. But yeah, I really wanted to get to know Yorvath because he looks very interesting. He's got like a motive going on, and how you met him is like through a forest, and he was playing his flute, and he tries to ambush you angrily or something. I don't remember, but yeah, that's it. Anything
yeah,
else? That's number 2, and then there's 3, which I heard is like a critically acclaimed game. I want to play that next. So,
I think
I'm
that one
excited.
has like correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that one's the one where like Siri's in, or at least like
Yeah,
or yeah,
but
actually
I
mostly
think
it's
Siri
Siri's.
was in number 3 also, or is it
Yeah.
just a cameo?
Yeah, and she also like has her own like not game, but like her own route, if you would say. I don't know how to say it.
Route? As in like
Root.
you get to play as her.
A
or
different.
something?
It's a yeah. You get to play as her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's her side story type thing.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
But,
I'm gonna
do you... Oh, you're gonna do one?
Okay. I think we're done The Witcher. So
yeah. So Witcher.
yeah, we're done The Witcher. Time to move on.
Who else is next?
Do you want me to go next or?
Yeah, go.
Okay, so I recommend The Dragon Prince. It's by the same people who did Avatar Last Airbender. So and it's a I think like weirdly enough, Noah would probably be the most like into this series. And it's on Netflix, so which is good. And it's on development for I think it's 5th season. But it's about these two brothers. One named in Callum, the other one named Ezra. Ezra be and they live with their father, who's a king. Well, not like Ezra, like they live with Ezra's biological father, but we don't know who Callum's father is because he was married into the family, so he's technically not royalty. Only his brother is. It's a weird dynamic.
Okay, so they're like half brothers then.
Yeah, they're half brothers,
Okay.
specifically, and they meet this moon elf named frick, I forgot her Rhea, and she comes in with her other fellow elves, and they have to assassinate the assassinate like the royal family or to get the dragon egg back that the humans stole, that they didn't know was still alive until someone told them that, oh yes, the dragon egg is still there. And now Raya hesitates, and now the 3 characters are on an adventure to return the dragon egg back to the magic kingdom, which is mostly run by elves because they decided to divide the country halfway, where all humans stay on one side and the other side is just full of elves because what? Why not?
Stuff.
Complicated racism in the show. Like,
well, that's fantasy for you.
Yeah, it's fantasy.
That sounds nicer than what happens in my book. Everybody's just a jerk to everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a really good show. And
very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to derail this too much, but when you mentioned the 2 brothers, like I actually know somebody who's in a similar dynamic. Like he's just an average guy, but his brother apparently is going to inherit a castle one day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
literally basically what Ezra is.
Yeah. That happens. Like it happens in real life.
Weirdly enough, I like Ezra's arc because he has to learn how to be a ruler, despite the fact that I think he's 10 in the, or at least somewhere around 10 or 11 in the story at least. And he has to kind of figure out how to be a king at some point, since they discovered that their dad is dead. So yeah, so now he's in charge of this kingdom, and he's a young boy. So
and how old's the brother?
I think the brother is 14 because he can't inherit anything because he's not in direct bloodline with them.
But he could sort of watch out for the younger brother.
Yeah. So, but he's technically still part of the royal family, technically.
Yeah.
So
he just can't inherit the throne.
Yeah. Ironically enough, he also voices my favorite character, Sokka, from like Avatar: The Last Airbender. So it's the same voice actor, and I'm like, I also love Callum because he's also trying to find his place in the world and learn magic, because apparently humans can't learn magic, and I'm like, well, not but not in like a normal way. What are you thinking? Because he has this uncle who well, not uncle. Well, he's treated like uncle, but they're not related because he has a crush on his daughter. He has a crush on the quote unquote uncle's daughter, so that would be awkward as hell. But he's technically the mage of the royal family and the quote unquote advisor, and he does magic in a very in a very dark way where he kills. Like, in order to use magic, he kills a living being, and in order to do like powerful spells and stuff. And his daughter does the same thing, which is like, yeah, this is foreshadowing a bunch of bad stuff that's about to happen in this show. And I'm like, yeah. And but the brother, weirdly enough, he's just a knight, and he's also dumb, which he's also my favorite character. That's a dumb character.
Of course.
Like he's dumb, but he knows his heart is in the right place. So that's why he's probably one of my other favorite characters because he knows that his father and his sister are kind of like, this is kind of sketchy. This is I don't feel right with this. It feels weird. And then he goes to the other side with the good side. So yeah, that's what I can say about Dragon Prince. But yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I really recommend it. I'm surprised you haven't. Like, I'm
Is
surprised
it
you
on-
haven't.
Is
It's
it
on Netflix.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's on
definitely,
Netflix.
I'll definitely check that one out.
Yeah,
Or at
'cause I
least
was
put
like,
it, or at least put it on my super long list of things to watch that I haven't clicked on
yeah,
yet. It's awkward watching shows now because my parents are home all the time, so it's like I feel awkward if I like put on something like that.
without watching. I was like, are you watching the show now?
I feel weird, for example, if I like put on something like Castlevania and they walk in the middle of
Oh, okay.
like blood
Don't worry,
and guts.
Don't worry, Dragon Prince is actually like kid friendly. So
Oh, okay.
so it's in the
Yeah.
same vein as like
Yeah,
Avatar,
Dragon
where
Prince
it's
is
like
friendly.
yeah, it's kid friendly, but it doesn't. It's not afraid to show some of its like darker moments,
Oh yeah.
Like
of
obviously there's
course,
no
yeah.
actual
every
like
kid's
blood
show,
and
though.
guts and stuff, but
Every
I love
kid's
the deep
fantasy is
like
pretty
the
dark.
story, the darkness. I love the angst that the characters have to go through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that there makes me already want to watch it more. Like I like angst.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind.
also-
Like I wouldn't mind watching like something like Castlevania with my parents. It's just if they walked in out of context, I just feel awkward.
Well, good thing most of my list is like most of them you can find them on Netflix, but some of them no,
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
gotta
true.
look it somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go somewhere else with certain things like my video games.
Yeah.
On Steam for that, or just buy the copy for PlayStations or something.
Yeah.
So do you want to do a recommendation, Twilight?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
All right. I recommend. Well, I mean, I guess the first on the list for me is Kiki's Delivery Service. It's
Yes.
it's a Hayao
So good.
Miyazaki classic.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
good. And
I've heard
yeah.
there's two versions of it though.
What? There is?
on
Yeah,
Netflix.
apparently there's the English version and the Japanese version are different.
Ah.
Oh yeah,
I see, I see, I see.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
really?
I watched it in the English dub.
Yeah,
When
I
I,
watched it in English too.
So I don't
the
really.
English one. Yeah, the English one's the only one I know. But I think Netflix does have a Japanese option. So
Yeah, so it does. I don't think it really matters, but yeah, I don't
yeah,
know what's the
well,
difference.
I've heard there are like changes to it. So like I feel like I'm gonna have to go and watch it again now because it's like it almost sounds like
Oh
it's
wait,
a whole nother movie.
I think I know what I'm talking. I think I know what you're talking because I recently watched a video where they were discussing how Kiki's Delivery Service is kind of important today, and it kind of represents depression.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Oh, hold on.
Well, it's like
because,
just apparently the dialogue is different from
Yeah.
Japanese to
Yeah.
English. So even though the footage
Oh,
is
yeah.
exactly the same, it like changes
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, the
Ah,
story
I
is
see, I
much
see.
more.
Oh,
It
yeah,
actually, in the story, it's actually much more different. In the dub of the in the Japanese dub because warning, a bit of a spoiler.
Is it?
Like Kiki loses her magic in the movie,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and then I think in the Japanese dub, when she regains them, the difference is that Gigi, her cat, her pet cat, in the Japanese dub, she can't talk to her cat again at the end of it. Like she no longer has any communication to her cat. But then in the English dub, I think he's able to
Yeah,
talk
he
to
did.
him again. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like it's kind of I don't know.
It's very
Ever since
confusing,
I
but, you
watched
know.
Ever since I watched that video, I'm gonna link the video in the description below where it talks about like Kiki's depression. Like
Oh yeah,
what
depression
the
or her burnout.
her burnout.
I mean,
it's
it
kind
makes
of
more sense that it's burnt
mean-
out. Burnout.
yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
actually
that's
like when I watched that analysis video, it makes me like look back, watch Kiki deliver, so like, damn, this is actually kind of sad to watch now.
and
And I'm like,
relatable.
it's relatable.
And
it's
because I
like-
remember that type of burnout
Yeah.
that I went through. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because like
that's
I've
awful.
especially the part where how in the video where it says that, oh yes, because let me like where she asked her dad to pick her up because of how big she's getting, and knowing the fact that he's never gonna pick her up again once she's this big, and it makes
Yeah.
me this sad, and I'm like, damn.
Oh, I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
and
And like,
yeah.
cause he's never gonna like. It's like, imagine if you have a kid and they like you were able to pick them up before, but then as they get older, you're never gonna pick them up again. That
Yeah.
part of the life is over. It's like they're growing up, and there's no going
yeah.
back. So yeah,
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh yeah, well, I found Kiki's delivery service, at least the version I saw. I still found it relatable, and I like the idea of like you have to pursue your passions and that whole and find out what makes you.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, what was it?
you want to do in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I gotta watch the Japanese version because just from what I've read, it's like almost like another movie. So
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah.
definitely a different movie. If you, I think, yeah.
I guess I'll try watching it in Japanese.
Yeah, I'm
next
gonna
time.
try watching it in the
But just
Japanese
the,
and see what's the
yeah,
difference.
there's like debate too because the cat in the
Oh, yeah, the
Japanese
cat
has like
thing.
a female
Oh,
voice
yeah, there
actor
is.
because I think in Japan there's a thing where all cats have to be
voice.
voiced female
Voiced
for
by
some reason.
female.
Really?
It's the same thing if you
Oh.
said about if for Japanese they have to be like for kids it's always the female because you can't really find a male who can do a kid voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's
I mean
true.
that's a lot of cartoons like in the West
Yeah,
as
I
well.
guess they just wanna.
Yeah, true.
The reason why they choose to hire a female voice actress for characters like that is just they want a cute voice. I think that's why.
Yeah,
They just want
yeah, that's true.
want someone who has a really cute voice to give the character, and that's why it's a female voice actress all the time.
But there's like debate now, like people aren't sure if the cat is actually a girl or not. Like a lot of people assumed it's still a girl cat, even with what happened in the end. So I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
even
they
though
could
the
think
fact that the
what they
cat
want.
literally has kittens at the end,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
guess,
like.
yeah, I guess it is a male
I guess
cat.
the cat.
So,
I guess the cat is.
some people still interpret it as a girl cat, so I don't know.
I
I
don't
guess
know.
the cat is
I
gay
mean,
then. Apparently.
or the cat is a trans cat.
Oh my god. They
You know,
refer to
it
them
doesn't
as
really
they
matter.
them.
Gigi could be whatever the heck you want. It's
Yeah.
a thing that you just.
They could be any
interpret
gender
whatever.
they want to be.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
I
just
don't really
interesting.
care. I just. What was it? I was trying to. I don't know. I don't really talk much. Trying to talk about this movie.
No worries.
I mean, I try.
Okay,
Other than
yeah.
be a downer about what my experience of Kiki. I mean, I grew up with Kiki when I first saw it. I think, yeah, I thought Kiki was like made in the 90s, but it's actually an 80s movie, which is a surprise. And yeah, I really relate to her. During the middle of my 20s when
Yeah.
I experienced burnout. Like, holy crap, I mean, what was it? I couldn't draw and I couldn't write for a
Mhm.
while, which is really depressing. So I kind of relate to that too. I was like, yeah, I totally relate to you, Kiki. Wow. And then
Yeah, it's it's a.
If I could, if I couldn't write, I don't even like know what I would do with myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
you
kinda-
fall into a depression. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's supposed to, when you watch Kiki, it feels like it's a kids movie, but then like you
Yeah.
look deeper and you're like,
also-
damn, it's not really a kids movie.
Yeah.
It's like it's
well,
kind
I mean,
of really.
well, it's a kids
relating.
movie. It's
Well,
just
it's a
that
kid
it's just
movie,
teaching you
but it has
how
like
it
a
would
deep.
be like.
It has like a more darker darker.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
that
you
what
get
was
it more
It's
when
just
you're
that
an adult. Yeah.
when you're an
teaching,
adult.
yeah, it's just that you get it a lot more when you're an adult. It's just that it's a kids movie. It's just that you have to
Yeah,
get
it's a
it
kids
once
movie,
you get older.
obviously.
When you had to
Yeah.
rewatch it again and again. And I'm trying to remember what else I was thinking about. Oh yeah,
You know what I didn't
also
like
the
in
feeling of
Oh,
also the
yeah.
feeling of her being an outsider in a new
Oh yeah,
place.
true. Because
She
she's a
feels
witch.
like she doesn't belong, and I
Yeah.
also feel
I
that
totally
too. I was like,
understand that.
wow.
I totally understand that
Yeah.
feeling, being out of place a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also,
It's very
you know what I
sad.
didn't like about the movie? Is this
What?
freaking spoiled little girl at the birthday party. I hated
Oh,
that
yeah,
scene. I'm like, frick this girl. Your grandmother made this dish for you on your birthday. Screw you. And Kiki had to like deliver that in the freaking rain.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
Yeah, that
whole like
was-
sequence had me so tense, especially when she like had to like the
Yeah.
cat had to she had to deliver the cat doll and then lost it, and then
Oh my
her
God.
cat had to Gigi had to pretend to be the cat. It was just like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
I
that
kind
was
of
a different,
I don't know
delivery.
why, but I did not like the girl who took so long to just fix a cat plush, and I'm like, what the frick? Why are you
What?
making
Why?
Kiki like
What did she do?
No, she literally took her time to like make this doll until it was dark to hand back the
I
freaking
didn't pay
cat plush.
attention to that.
Because like Kiki was just like doing it's
the
weird
friend
because like
one?
Kiki was doing chores for this one person to fix the doll, and I'm like,
I don't know. Maybe it
Why
was
is it
already
taking this
getting
long?
late.
yeah, it's anyways
I should
I don't
Enough
know.
of my
You shouldn't
tangents.
question about time in anime. It makes no sense.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
what was it the next day? I mean, the next scene. It was still morning. I remember, or is it nighttime?
yeah, it's
Yeah, it's very
weird.
confusing. I don't know.
Anyways,
Okay. Yeah, I'm
we should-
gonna
yeah,
recommend
should-
another.
yeah.
Sure.
Or we
Yeah, let's
There's-
move over from Kiki.
yeah.